Hello, everybody. This is Brian from Intuitive IT here. I am about to start an interview with the award-winning architect and interior designer, Sara Jazayeri from 360 Studio Design. So today we're going to be talking about adoption to change and how her organization adopted change, how she tried to implement these new technologies into her organization, the pushback that she initially received, and by her sticking through it as an executive, by her pioneering that change in her organization, she was able to actually be ahead of the curve with the adoption of all this new remote technology that a lot of organizations are trying to implement now. And her organization is sustaining through COVID. And this is what I like to highlight through Intuitive IT with our clients, with people that we advise. And as an advisor to other firms, medical, whether it be architect, whether it be restaurants, it's how are you adopting change in your organization to sustain any future endeavors that may happen, any issues that may happen in the future? Are you looking at how these new technologies, such as remote working, such as cloud software like Microsoft Teams, or using Zoom, or using WebEx, or things like this, how can these technologies improve your organization? So Sara's going to highlight a few things about what she's been doing in her organization and how it has helped her sustain through this epidemic. Awesome, Sara. How you doing today?
I'm doing fine. How are you?
Doing great. Thank you for taking the time to join me. So I just want to kind of highlight a little bit about your business. So you are definitely an award-winning architect and studio design firm, correct?
I hope so. Correct. Correct. I'm a licensed architect and a certified interior designer, and
Awesome.
the founder of Studio 360. And mostly we do renovations of mid-size residential and commercial buildings.
That is amazing. That is amazing. So I just kind of wanted to kind of talk about COVID and your response to it. How has COVID affected you as an entrepreneur and your business? Can you give me a little bit of insight on that and what things you wish you would have had in place, maybe IT wise or technology wise, to help your business?
To just give you a short history of how I used to and still do business in my firm is that I started my firm about 12 years ago, 11 years ago, just hiring contractors. They do work with me all the time, but they were all working remotely. So this new system of everybody doing working remotely is not new to my business. And there were not too many people like me working this way, but it gave people flexibility to take care of their children, their family, if they wanted to travel. So they were happy and I was happy because it's easier financially to hire people that are not your employees full time. And it worked, and I thought that was if I would do well, it would be a good business model for others. Till this happened, the COVID-19 happened, and so somehow we were not affected work-wise. The way we were working that much because of COVID. However, as an architect, a lot of our projects were construction work in Manhattan or Westchester area, and those renovations, for example, the building didn't allow people to get into where they had to work. Anybody who was not living in that building were not allowed to get into the building even before the laws coming from the city or the state. So they were on hold. And then the real construction jobs, additions that we had, construction works outside of Manhattan, same thing. Nobody could work. And because of that, a lot of our clients, they canceled projects or they put it on hold. And we had 4 projects that we were gonna sign in a few days after, we had our interviews, everything went well, but they are not very comfortable signing the contract at this time. So a lot of those projects are on hold, and we were tremendously affected by COVID because of that, not because of the system or the way that we were working.
But do I understand? But from my understanding is that now you're using technology to your advantage. You're going to be using technology to help your organization pivot, and
Exactly.
that's my message as an IT business owner, as a managed cybersecurity owner, is having our clients and having future clients and others businesses pivot towards using technology to their advantage by automating their business or automating some of the steps or traditions that they used to do and going to a very more productive way of doing that. And I understand that you're now doing something to pivot your organization with that.
Exactly.
Can you elaborate a little bit more about that?
Exactly. So the way we were working with my own employees, that didn't change much because of the COVID. What it changed was technology was always my friend, but, walking behind me. Now, technology is in front of me and I have to follow technology. So our relationship with technology changed because we had clients that they wanted to still continue with their projects, or they still wanted to see what their space is going to look like after the renovations or interior design. And we couldn't meet with them because I couldn't take them to see different showrooms in the city. I had to come up with a new idea. They were ready. They were clients. They wanted to work, and the situation of the world didn't allow me. So what I did was I used technology to our advantage. We took Zoom was our angel coming out of the sky. I'm using Zoom almost a couple of times a day, more than a couple of times a day, to communicate with my clients. First of all, just to tell them that we are here, we are still working, we are not bankrupt. We were affected, but still, this is a business that is there. The employees are there. Our staff are working. If you need anything, we are here for you. So that's the first thing. That it helped us. It helps us. I'm introducing a new way of working with my clients that I'm really need technology for it, and that's because of the 3D visualization that we are doing. We do the design, we finish like if we were in the office with our clients, and then we communicate with them through Zoom, sending them images, even with the Google glasses. They can go inside the building, the room, look at it, feel it, while we're explaining what's going on. So all those things, we were not really seriously taking care of it. We had the option of giving our clients doing 3D, but nobody was really into it. And now I see people are coming and asking me about it. So that's what we did. We are still working on it, but this most probably we are, even if the quarantine is over, we are going to continue doing that to generate, more business.
That sounds amazing, Sarah. And that's a lot of potential clients, and some of our clients when we show them these new automated ideas, these automated tools, they kind of look at the cost evaluation of it. They kind of look at the big dollar signs of how much the device costs or how much this costs, but they don't see the potential savings.
Absolutely.
That actually is helping them out, and then the better interaction they're going to have with their clients because they're going to see the innovation that they're having. So how did you as a business owner look at the cost of how much this automating tools are going to cost, and then see that it was actually going to be more profitable for you to go that way instead of just staying the old way? What was that big determination for you to actually make that purchase?
Brian, a lot of people don't understand technology. You know better than me that technology for people is like doing math and physics at school. It was not the favorite subject of everybody. So what I did was contacted people who were smarter than me in that field and could guide me, because there were so many question marks, so many things that I was hesitant. And because of the situation, we have to really be careful with our every penny that goes out. And I have to, thank those experts like you who helped me realize that to make money, you have to spend money. And as an entrepreneur, a lot of it is calculated risk. So you know that the risk is there. But as long as, you do all your homework to understand what are the risks and how it's going to affect you if it doesn't go the way that you want to, then you have to go for it. And there's not too much time that you can think. You have to act. And that's why I have friends like you or the IT experts around me that are there to help me out.
Awesome. I'm happy. I'm happy you actually pointed that out, and actually having that good relationship with either with your IT service provider or other technology firms, and being able to have that conversation, being able to have consulting conversations with them about different technologies that they can use, and being able to help you with that cost versus risk and analysis. Because at the end of the day, is that you want to make sure that you're also progressing forward. Because
Yes.
anybody who sits there like the deer in the headlights, just sitting there getting stuck or feeling afraid, they're going to get left in the dust. There's
Yes.
going to be that business saying, "Hey, we went bankrupt," or "Hey, we did this or did that." And I'm happy to see that you're actually thriving through automation, and actually you're continuing to make those purchases in technology and actually improve your business.
Yes.
So one of the biggest things that come out of COVID is knowing that this is the time to make that change. This is the time to take a step back,
Mm-hmm.
analyze your business, look at those cracks,
Mm-hmm.
look at what you need to fix and what you can make better, and how you can turn your ship into a money-making machine. And I'm happy to see that you are progressing and actually continuing to pivot that way. Do you have a message to other entrepreneurs or business owners right now, or aspiring entrepreneurs, and what they can be doing during COVID and what they should not be afraid of?
I will say that there was a yogi, wise man who said, just do it, Mr. Nike. So just do it, don't wait till everything is perfect. It's like having a child. When you want to have a baby, you have to think about financials. If I have to work, I have to do this or that. But if you think too much, you will never have a baby. So this is the same thing. If you want to think about super analyze, multi-manage, mini-manage everything, and think about all the worst thing that can happen to you, you will never become a successful entrepreneur. So if you have an idea, don't think that it's a stupid idea. Just think about it, talk to other people about it, especially your IT team, if it has to be through technology, and see the pros and cons. But don't wait too long. Just do it, even if it's not complete, even if it's not perfect.
I'm happy you said that, because anybody who waits to it's perfect or wait for everything to be clear, by that time it's already going to be too late, and it's going to be hard for you to make that change. So Sarah, I really appreciate that message. And I thank you for your time. I thank you for doing this. And
You're
I'm
welcome.
happy to continue to promote your business, and I look forward to seeing the changes you made.
Thank you so much. My pleasure.
All right, you take care, Sarah. So I just want to say thank you for Sarah for joining us. And I kind of want to highlight what we talked about and dealing with change and adoption. So let's talk about the change curve, and let's talk about how people and organizations transition through change and try to adopt new technologies. So you have the innovators. The innovators are the people who are going to pioneer. These are the people who are going to be your ambassadors to the change in your organization. You have your innovators and your early adopters. These are the guys who said, hey, you know what? We've been using Zoom for 3 years. We've been using Zoom since Zoom came out. And a lot of people didn't find out what Zoom was until a few months ago, but Zoom has been around for years. in the industry through other technology firms who have been using this as a way to onboard new clients, as a way to interact with people they want to have meetings with. So for the early adopters and for the innovators, this wasn't something that was a wake-up call to them. And then you have your early majority. Your early majority is people who started using Zoom, let's just say maybe a few months before COVID happened. And these are the people who were already kind of gearing up for that remote work capability. The late majority, which is now you on the other side of the curve, is everybody who's been implementing this remote technology now. Everybody who's been trying to scramble to get Zoom or get one of their competitors to do these seminars, these web classes, webinars, people who have been looking to purchase Office 365, people who have been looking to purchase Microsoft 365 or other cloud-based platforms. And then after that, you're going to have your laggards. And you're not going to want to be the laggards. The laggards are going to be the ones who are realizing they need to implement this after the pandemic is over and after the issues are over. And by that time, it's going to be too late. And right now, it is not too late for your organization to implement this change. And here at Intuitive IT, we advise our clients and are helping them right now realize the change their organization needs. We are helping them with implementing processes in place, advising them on which software is the best for their situations, and tailor making solutions for them. As business owners, understand that change is not always easily and readily accepted in your organization. There will be pushback. There are people of different age groups, different demographics who may not be up to technology that way, which is why we offer the training, we offer the tools to make it a little bit more easier for you. But you have to understand that through progression, there is always going to be pushback. But if you roll it out the right way, if you test it out the right way, the pushback is minimum. People are a lot more easier to accept it. And in today's climate and environment, you're understanding that people are having no choice into doing that anyway. So look at the direction that you want to go and know that having these great ideas of improving your business and automating your business, it's not a bad idea. It just has to be implemented in the correct way. And how can us at Intuitive IT give you the tools and empower you with the knowledge to implement your dreams?